I'm a 29-year-old female, work a very good job, and has allowed my husband, 31-year-old male, to start his business. When I met him 6 years ago, one of the most attractive things about him was that he was independent. He was in the military and lived on his own. I was new to my career and took home about the same as him financially. We lived together and went 50-50 on bills. I was so content. We agreed to always have separate bank accounts to minimize the concept of controlling each other. I saved up and paid for all closing costs in our first home we bought. That was never paid back. The first red flag was that it was completely forgotten.
Well,
Right before we got married, I took the most amazing job opportunity that has changed our lives. He suggested a joint bank account, second red flag, and I reminded him about our agreement. I had been shown that he isn't responsible enough with his income to ever provide an account with. For times what he was used to. I absolutely didn't want to go down that road. That was resolved. Fast forward to after I gave birth to our child. I still had my fantastic job. From day one I cared for my child and worked from home. I don't recommend it, I digress. He got out of the military a few months later. I offered this man to be a stay-at-home dad. Shit hit the fan per se. I never thought that would have been so much of an insult. Nor did I imagine how much this man would fight for his 16% of our household income. Insert red flag of sexism. He wanted to provide. Understandably, after getting out of the military, he has a self-identity crisis that lead to depression. I ended up cleaning up after him, not working at all but not caring for our child, and caring for said infant myself while working 50+ HRS a week. He injured himself and couldn't change a diaper shortly after the birth. Insert my resentment. I juggled everything, a married single mom. He starts business A, then business B instead. Needing equipment, and I refused to allow him to take out a business loan. I paid for these things outright. We purchased a second house in a great neighborhood. While this business is kicking off, I have been paying the entirety of the house bills. The situation. Granted, he is still in personal crisis and started an argument based on his lowered sense of self-worth. His insecurities were projected onto me, and I was not taking it. He threatened to leave me and our child. I told him plainly that I didn't need him. He's acting heartbroken. It would only decrease the expenses I had, and it would only ruin his own life. I don't need him. He doesn't change a diaper. He doesn't contribute at all to the bills. He has too much pride to just stay home and be a great father and make my life easier by any amount. He put his own pride in front of our family's well-being. And I don't need him. Am I out of line for telling him that?